How to make hot cocoa cookies. What do you crave when it's cold and snowing outside? Do you just want to curl up with a warm blanket and have a cup of cocoa and a few hot cocoa cookies? Yes, cookies with hot cocoa. They're a staple for the holiday season and a favorite in the winter. Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm Cookie and today's video is all about an exciting recipe to make baking fun for you during the holidays. Today we're here with amazing and super easy hot cocoa cookies. Let's get started. You will absolutely love these cookies if you enjoy hot chocolate because they are, in my opinion, even better than a cup of hot cocoa. For me, cookies are always first. The chocolate cookies have a large melty marshmallow on top and are soft and chewy. To make the cookies even more beautiful and delicious, I always sprinkle them with finely chopped chocolate. You don't have to decide between hot cocoa and hot cocoa cookies. You can have both at the same time and enjoy your holidays in the perfect way. These chewy, chocolatey hot cocoa cookies are absolutely delicious. Honestly, they have become my new favorite recently. These cookies have a base that resemble brownies and are then topped with marshmallows, fudge glaze, and sprinkles. What more could you possibly want? Let's see all the ingredients that you'll need to make these cookies. Ingredients. Okay, so I've set aside 1 cup or 228 grams of unsalted butter. I like to use 2 types of sugar here. One is a granulated one and the other one is light brown sugar. So I have here half a cup of granulated sugar and double the quantity of light brown sugar, which is 1 cup. Then we will add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. I simply love the aroma it gives off. I have the eggs here as well. For these cookies, we'll need 2 full eggs and 1 egg yolk. Then obviously we will add some hot cocoa mix. So I have here half a cup of hot cocoa mix. Then we will need half a cup of cocoa powder as well. And here we have 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. For the cookies to rise, we will use 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Then we'll also need half a teaspoon of kosher salt, half cup of marshmallows, and lastly 1 cup of mini chocolate chips. For the garnishing, I'll be using half a cup of marshmallows and half a cup chopped Hershey's chocolate bars. Now let's start making the cookies. Method. I'll be using my mixer, a large bowl, and a whisk. We're going to start by adding the butter to our bowl and mixing it up. Next, I'm going to add the sugar to my butter, and now I'm going to cream the two together. Let's mix it up. Then I'm going to add the light brown sugar, and let's mix it up. Finally, I'm going to add the vanilla extract to my sugar and my butter. Let's mix it up. I always crack my eggs in a separate bowl, one at a time, so that I don't mess up my cookie dough if one is bad or the shell falls in. Once I've cracked my first egg in my cookie dough, I'm ready to mix it up for the egg yolk. I'm going to crack my egg open and let the egg white fall into the separate bowl. Then I'm moving just the egg yolk back and forth in my eggshell once I have my egg yolk and add it to the dough. Well, this could not be a hot cocoa cookie without the hot cocoa mix. So I'm going to go ahead and add that to my cookie dough now, and let's mix it up using my spatula. I'm going to go ahead and put it into a separate bowl. I'm going to make sure that everything is thoroughly combined by scraping down the sides of the bowl. Then, let's combine it with the dry ingredients. Using a whisk, I'm going to combine the flour with the kosher salt and baking soda, and I'll incorporate it into my flour. Now, I'm going to proceed and manually stir it with my whisk. I'll add cocoa powder to my flour mixture now. I'm going to combine these two by hand once more to prevent creating a cloud of flour and cocoa. I'm going to incorporate my mixture a little at a time into my cookie dough and stir it up. After mixing it up, I'm going to take my spatula and move the cookie dough from the paddle after scraping down the sides of the pan once more. Taking my mini chocolate chips, I'm ready to fold them into my cookie dough. Next, using this ice cream scoop, I'm going to scoop out my cookie dough and place it onto my parchment-lined baking tray, spacing each ball about 1 inch apart. Once all my cookie dough balls are in the parchment-lined tray, I'm going to take my thumb and place it on top of each of my cookie dough balls. That way, even if they puff up in the oven, they will still stay flat. My cookie dough balls are now ready to chill in the refrigerator for 20 minutes. They're chilled and now ready to be baked for 9 minutes. After my cookies have finished baking, I'm going to top them with some marshmallows and Hershey's chocolate, and then I'm going to let them cool for 5 minutes. After my cookies have completely cooled on the baking sheet for 5 minutes, I'm going to transfer them to my cooling rack. Hot cocoa cookies can be kept up to 2 days if they are completely cooled. The cookies should be in and not stacked, as this will cause them to stick together. Now let's dig in and taste what we've got here. The smell of these cookies is so good that I couldn't wait for them to cool down. But now that they're all cooled down and garnished, I'm just going to take a bite. Guys, this is incredible. Trust me, you need to try this. The pairing of chocolate and marshmallows is a hit. The Christmas baking list now include hot cocoa cookies. They are enjoyable and delectably tasty. Enjoy! Thank you for staying with me. I hope you really enjoyed baking with me. If you did, do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel on your way out. See you next time with another amazing recipe. Happy baking!